Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from the road. It's been an exhausting 5 shows in a row out here on tour with Whitechapel, and my voice is a little shot. I've had to yell and scream over top of loud music, trying to talk to these fans and sling a lot of merch, and it's just taking a toll on my voice. But I hope you can give me a pass on that, and you can still hear me and understand me enough to watch my review. So today, like I said, we're in Montreal, Canada for a much-needed day off, and it's time for me to get in some beers after 8 hours worth of computer work. So I did a couple reviews. This will be the third one. Got to get this one in before it's time for bed, since I got to be up at 8 a.m. tomorrow for our show in Montreal at Les Olympia. And the beer I have for you is Origin Story. This is from Clown Shoes. And Untappd says it's Origin Story. Beer Advocate says it's Kung Fu Ballet Series Origin Story. And at the top of the can here, it does say Kung Fu Ballet Series, but real big it says Origin Story. And it's kind of an interesting sounding beer because this is an India Pale Ale aged in bourbon barrels. Now, I don't know if I've ever had an IPA that's been aged in bourbon barrels or not. If I have, I can't remember it. But that sounds different and interesting, and as Drew says, try something different. And there is a little blurb on the back of the can I want to read to you. And before we talk about the beer more, I want to talk about the brewery. So Clown Shoes used to be kind of a gypsy brewery, if I remember right. They would go contract brew here, there, wherever. But I just recently found out that they are now part of the Barrel One Collective. I don't remember ever hearing of the Barrel One Collective, so I had to look it up. And apparently, according to their website, on December 31st, 2024, 2 pioneers of New England's craft beer industry, Mass Bay Brewing Company and Finest Kind Brewing LLC, proudly announced the formation of Barrel One Collective. The new company will house 14 total brands, operate 7 brewery tap rooms across 4 states, have a combined production volume of nearly 165,000 barrels. Positioning it as the largest craft producer in New England and 14th largest in the country, according to Brewers Association 2023 production data. So this is March, I don't know what day it is, March 23rd, 2025. So December 31st, 2024, 3 months ago, this came about. And like I said, like the blurb says, there's 14 brands that they house. I don't know whether these are partnerships, if this company, a conglomeration, now owns these breweries, or what the whole deal is. But what they have under their umbrella of this Barrel One Collective is Harpoon, Smutty Nose Brewing Company, Long Trail Brewing Company, Wachusett Brewing Company, Duncan Spiked, Five Boroughs Brewing Company, UFO Beer Company, The Shed Brewery, Clown Shoes, which is what I got right here, Right Coast Spirits, Island District Cocktails, Catamount, the Pride of Vermont, and Otter Creek Brewing Company. And this is something that's just brand new, like I said, just happened within the last 3 months. So that's news to me. And this beer here was brewed on January 25th, 21. Really? Packaged on 1/25/21. Wow. I didn't realize that. So this is 2025. This is 4-year-old beer. I don't know if this is going to be any good even. I'm shocked. But I have to say, my friend Brian picked this up somewhere, brought it to me in Baltimore. It's great seeing him. Thank you, Brian. And he's not a beer guy. He's not even a drinker. So he would never even think to look at the dates on the can. He just tried to pick out a couple things he thought I might enjoy, something that looked cool. And this looks really cool, sounds really interesting. I'm hoping that because this is a barrel-aged beer, that it has held up well. This contains 9.75% alcohol, so I might be in luck there, even though it is an IPA, and a 4-year-old IPA probably wouldn't generally be good. So we'll find out here in a minute. Really cool looking artwork, like some sort of dragon and a dude with a mask, like a kung fu guy dancing or something. And on the can here, it says Origin story, IPA aged in bourbon barrels. Our mission, to produce beer without... Hotel lighting's terrible. To produce beer without pretense while being free and a little crazy. Brewed and canned by Clown Shoes Beer, Boston, Massachusetts. Did I really read this right? That's 125... 125.21. Yeah. Just double checking. Chapter 1. Prideful, blinded by unfounded dislike. Master Clown Shoes challenged the leader of the upstart motherless children's school of Kung Fu to a duel. He wanted to win, but he didn't want to maim the man. Shamed, Master Clown Shoes leaves behind his own teacher. As well as his distraught students, he finds his way to a remote brewery in the mountains where he waits quietly, anonymously, but for his exceptionally large feat, pondering a path to be redeemed. Scan below to learn more, and there's a QR code there. See if I can remember to take a picture of it to post it up. I should have scanned that before I started this review, but I don't know. Been a while since I've done a review, so let's get on into it. On Untappd, this gets a 3.87 with 1.7 thousand check-ins. Beer Advocate gets an 88, very good, with 18 check-ins. And I when I first started pouring this, I was surprised at the color. Because every time I see barrel aged, I think it's going to be a stout. Then I realized it's an IPA. So it's somewhere kind of in between the color of the two. It's got a nose on it. It's definitely barrel aged. I smell vanilla. Maybe a little bit of raisin. Maybe even a little bit of whiskey. And there we go. Dip my beak in it just for Don from Don's Beer Reviews. Yeah, this is a barrel-aged beer smell. Kind of reminded me of a barley wine smell. Raisin's definitely getting pretty strong there. As far as color, it's a dark amber. Get the light out again. Nice dark amber. Probably about a 19 on the SRM chart in this piss poor hotel lighting. Not seeing any. Oh, yeah, there's floaters in there. Lots and lots of floaters in there. 5-year-old beer. Didn't really plan on trying out a 5-year-old beer while I was on the road. But it is what it is. You got to embrace the adventure, right? So here's to being on the road. Here's to Brian for bringing me these cool beers. Really appreciate it, Brian. Cheers, everybody. If I tasted that blind, I would never, ever guess this was IPA. It's bourbon, vanilla, raisin. It's smooth. A very faint alcohol burn. And that's about maybe some raisin. Yeah, a little bit of raisin. I would never in a million years guess this was an IPA or had anything to do with an IPA. Well, as I've taken a few sips, there is a hint of bitterness on the back end that I wouldn't expect from like a bourbon barrel aged beer. But I still wouldn't have ever thought this was a IPA. Being 4 years old, it's probably lost some of the IPA character, which is unfortunate. Nonetheless, this is another tasty beer. It's just not what I expected from it at all. Nice bourbon, vanilla, raisin characters. Hints of bitterness keep popping up here and there. And the more I drink it, the more like I'll get almost like when there's a scent in the air that's inviting, like a food scent or something, and you smell it, then it's gone, then you smell it again, then it's gone, like when the wind's whipping it around. It's kind of like what the bitterness is doing here. I'll get a hint of bitterness. I'm almost like, oh yeah, there's the IPA, and then it's just gone again. And then it comes back and it's gone again. I think a lot of that's the age, being 5 years old, 4 years old, that the IPA character has really been subdued. Very slight warming going down. Very slight. No real warming in the mouth. I don't know what to think about this. I mean, if you told me this was some sort of bourbon barrel aged beer, which it is, it'd be a really good, I mean, it'd be a good beer. An IPA bourbon barrel aged beer. Not getting the IPA part again because of the age. But just as far as flavor, drinkability, I would definitely give it a horns up. Drink this again. Would love to find this fresh, if they even still make this anymore. Would really love to find this fresh and try it fresh. Really cool can artwork. Interesting to know about this Barrel One Collective. I hadn't heard about it until I got this beer. But I hope you enjoyed my review. Hope you were able to struggle through my voice as I'm struggling to talk with this cooked voice. But it's an adventure doing this. Oh, excuse me. If you're into heavy metal, go check out Whitechapel. Go look and see where they're playing. If you come out to one of the shows, if you haven't watched my videos, come out to one of the shows. I'll be slinging the merch. Come say hello to me. And as always, embrace the adventure.